Here comes a return from the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
At the 19-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On the return, it's St. Brown. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Take over to 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Hey, volunteer, volunteer, volunteer.
Number 39, ball carrier. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First grab this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. From the gun, here's a handoff. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's complete to all the tight ends. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. They'll send a man in motion left. Third and short yardage. And here's Williams. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Throw it again. It's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Bombers. Hold on a sec. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On second down, it's Nix. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
39-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long.
Captain. Hold on a second.
Throwing is Nix. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
You just can't make these mistakes, especially with your backs up against the wall. I mean, you've essentially just gifted the other team points because now as their offense takes the field, their field position that they're starting with, they probably got 3 on the board, and now you just got to try to not make it 7.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll get that to all his tight end. He gets free. He's inside the 30. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play after being backed up. That's a 76-yard gain.
A gain of 76 yards.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Big, running it up.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Bengals
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
We got Hornets!
They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. To throw is Williams. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The PAT, up and good. And the Bengals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Because of all the death.
They'll go play action with Hicks. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can get good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time. There's a lot of room to operate.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. We'll get this out wide, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
A loss of 6 yards brings up third and 16.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Hold on a second. Ready,
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 22 now, here's second down and 6. To throw is Nix. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 2.
39-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. Now it's going to be third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he's going to have the Broncos first down. They picked it up easily, didn't they? A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Captain, ready.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That is pulled in by Musgrave. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
38-yard line.
Throwing. Nix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5.
Second and 5.
Ready. 180. Behind. Away.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time. And it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Joe.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Bengals' 9-yard line.
They'll go with him again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
The play lost a yard. It's now
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal.
Bombers.
He'll look to throw. That is caught.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points, you kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A play fake. Now Williams. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. A big play after being backed up. It gained 78 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown,
He's gonna kill all game. This is crazy.
And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique to put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
and 4.
Here's Nix to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. Handoff here, up the middle. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Hey, it's mine. Bombers.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Nix. That is
Jesus
incomplete.
Christ.
Here we go.
He got hit as soon as I got the ball.
Final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Oh, boy.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Nick's gonna throw for it. And he's gonna go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Killed him the whole game.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
What is up? Yes. Cover. Vegas, yes.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Dilly. Yes. Tempo.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. For the middle. That one caught by Watson. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. It's going to be third. They need 1.
Still missing.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
And he's not going to get
crazy.
there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals.